Hi guys. Um, Excuse the bad angle. My iPad is charging and I can't do nothing about it. Today I am going to do my wrap up for May. I have read 12 books. 5 of them were library books and the rest were my own. So we will start with the 5 books that I read. So the first one that I read is Sea Witch by Sarah Henning. This one is a retelling of the Sea Witch of The Little Mermaid. This one was really good. I rated this a 5-star. The next book that I own, that I read, is Asylum by Madeline Rue. This one is about a boy who goes to a college over summertime because he's about to graduate high school, I believe. And this college this school is actually was a psychiatric ward back way long ago. And weird things happen, and he meets these 2 other people who have the same experience, and really, really creepy. I read the second book, Sanctum, in June, but I will get to that at the end of next month. I'm sorry, this month, because we are in June. The next book I have read is Defy Me by Tahereh Mafi. Can't go into too much detail of this one because this one is like the 5th book in the series. It follows Warren, Adam, and what's her name? Gosh dog it. What is her name? Juliet. I'm sorry. Long day. It follows Adam, Warren, and Juliet. And stuff happens in this book. I rated it a 5 out of 5 stars. The next book that I read was Secret of Shadow Ranch. This follows Nancy and her friends. They go all over the place. And they go to this ranch that has weird stuff been happening, so they figure out who's behind it. I don't really need to explain Nancy Drew to you because I think everybody's read Nancy Drew. She's a amateur detective who solves crimes. Last book that I own that I read is 4. This is the short story about the boy named 4 in the Divergent series. It's in his point of view and shows what happens between him and Trish and how he became where he is in the Divergent series. So that's all the ones that I own that I read. So my library books I cannot show you because I returned them all. I have read Graceling by Kristen Kishore. This one is about a girl, forgot her name, but she has these powers and I don't think nobody likes Gracelings, and she has this power, so she meets this boy who they have to kill the king because the king has powers, and it's just a big old I didn't really like that one. I rated it a 4-star. I read Restore Me by Tahereh Mafi. That one was before Destroy Me. I rated that a 5-star. I read Crooked Kingdom. I forgot I own that one. That is the last book in the duology of Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom, and it follows this 6 people who save someone, and they have a heist and all of that. I know, I'm not really good at these. The next one that I read was Fire, which was the second book to Graceling. I only rated that a 2-star because I did not like that book. And I don't remember, it's not a sequel, it's a companionship to Graceling, because it's about this other girl named Fire who has powers. So I didn't really like that book. The next book I read was Cinder by Marissa Meyer. I rated that a 3-star. Was gonna rate it a 2-star, but it picked up in the middle to end, and that is a retelling of Cinderella, which she is a cyborg, and she's from Lunar, I think it's called, and she's part of this experiment of the plague that happens, and they have to figure out how to stop it. But her sister ends up getting the plague, and she ends up dying. So she's they're trying to figure out how to stop that. The next book, oh, and I forgot to grab this one too. Queen of Hearts by Colleen Oates. I own that one. That one is a retelling of the Queen of Hearts. Diana, I think the main character is called. And I think she's the one that becomes the Red Queen. And it follows how she becomes the Red Queen. And the last book that I have read was called After Anna by Lisa Scottoline. This one is the most one that I remember out of all of them. This is a psychological thriller adult book. And it's about this girl named Anna who so claimed died. And her mom finds out that she's actually alive, but then things start to turn weird, and at the end, it's not really her. So, I rated that a 5-star. So that is my May wrap-up, and I will get to y'all later with my June TBR. See you later.